What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we will be talking about the Eagles quarterback situation going forward following the Carson Wentz trade. I know, I just got off a live stream not too long ago, but more reports are surfacing. You knew it was only a matter of time that Jalen Hurts is not the starter, and we're going to bring in a competition for the quarterback position. Of course, you got to say that. But before we get into anything, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you know when I go live, so you don't gotta miss it or drop some content. And also, do your boy a favor, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get this over 200 likes. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic, and we're gonna start with this article from Guess Who? John Clark. He said, I'm told the Eagles will look at options at quarterback next season along with Jalen Hurts. They could draft another quarterback or bring another quarterback in to compete. And of course, hours after Carson Wentz is traded to the Indianapolis Colts, beat reporters, guys in Philadelphia media are already trying to apply the pressure on Jalen Hurts. I mean, like, who did he talk to? He might have talked to somebody in the organization and they might have brushed it off like, of course we got to bring somebody in. We don't have another quarterback. Jalen Hurts is the only one on the roster. Nate Sudfeld is a free agent, and I believe his time in Philly is done. He's never healthy, and to me, he's not that good. Now, I understand bringing in a veteran quarterback to help the situation as a backup, and of course, two guys on the roster, the better guy should play. But who we going to bring in? Jacoby Brissett, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Mitchell Trubisky, Tyrod Taylor, Andy Dalton, Colt McCoy, RG3, Cam Newton, Joe Flacco? I mean, some of these guys will be re-signed to their team as backups. Some of these guys will be in free agency. But I understand. We need a backup quarterback, not necessarily one of these old guys that come in and compete with Jalen Hurts, because if Jalen Hurts loses to them, well, then he's really not that good. But I understand John Clark trying to get out there and get stuff done first. Of course, whatever source you talk to said we're going to have to bring a quarterback in. We don't got no one physically on the roster. So what are you saying? Now, him saying drafting a quarterback or people trying to elaborate the Eagles might draft a quarterback, I wouldn't put it past Howie Roseman.
For better or worse, we are quarterback developers. We want to be a quarterback factory. We have the right people in place to do that.
Carson Wentz welcomed Jalen Hurts to the Philadelphia quarterback factory.
Honestly, I wouldn't do it. And it's nothing against these quarterbacks. Trey Lance, Justin Fields, I believe they're going to be good. But the Eagles need a player that is going to be a difference maker at another position. We haven't got one in a while, especially from the draft. A Jamar Chase, a Micah Parsons if we move back a little bit, a Patrick Surtain, Caleb Farley, Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts, Penny Swell, offensive line, wide receiver, tight end, middle linebacker, secondary. These are things we need to fill to make our quarterback, whoever's playing that position, successful. So when I look at what started this whole quarterback controversy, I know Nick Foles was a part of it, but once we moved past that, Howie Roseman signed Carson Wentz to a huge deal, over $100 million. And then what did he do? He started this all when he drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round. So Howie Roseman made an executive decision to draft a quarterback named Jalen Hurts in the second round, ultimately starting and sparking this whole situation, which led to Carson Wentz being traded for a third and a conditional second, maybe turn into a first, which turned into this. Howie Roseman, after giving up all them picks, paying him all this money, did that. He started it. He could have got somebody on defense, somebody on offense to help Carson Wentz and the Eagles, but he didn't. So after making that decision to start that and create this whole monster, you're not going to believe in him? After 4 games where he showed some good and some bad? You got to now. And what you were able to do by getting the conditional second round pick that could be first, if it is a first, and Jalen Hurts really does stink, we will be in a situation where we will be probably picking in the top 10. So what does that mean? A number 6 pick again, number 7, number 4, number 8. And then we would also have the Colts first round pick. And if we're doing that bad throughout the year, you move a couple pieces like a Fletcher, like somebody else who's a quality player who's older, because we know we are in full rebuild now, going back to back top 10. And then you have a package to move up and get the guy out of North Carolina. I forgot his name. Someone said it in my live stream, but you got ammunition and draft capital to move up and get your quarterback because you're 100% sold that Hurts ain't the guy. But the other scenario is that you do draft pretty well this draft. Cough, cough. I hope so. We get that Jamar Chase. We get a couple studs or a couple game changers or a couple decent players in this draft. We stay healthy. Jalen Hurts shows his potential. And then you go ahead, and instead of having a 5-year turnaround, it's a 2 or 3 year turnaround, and it doesn't look that bad. But to try to just say, well, we got to draft a quarterback now because we don't believe in the guy that we decided to take, which started the whole problem, makes absolutely no sense to me. Whether you believe in Hurts or don't, no reason why this organization shouldn't believe in him, because you started it by picking him. Now, when I look at Jalen Hurts and I do believe in the potential, I'm not mad that he was picked now. But I will always say that was a bad pick, because if you pay Carson Wentz, if you want Carson Wentz to be your guy, you just don't do that. I would have no problem drafting Jalen Hurts or him being a quarterback if you didn't go about getting Carson Wentz with all that accumulated picks, paying the guy early, doing all this stuff that shows he's your guy just to do this. Now, you can say Carson Wentz wasn't mentally tough, was a brat, was this, that, and the third. We're not talking about that right now. What we're talking about is the decision to get Jalen Hurts started this whole thing. You have to believe in him for 1 whole year. And if you waste a pick that can get a blue chip type player on trying to fix your quarterback problem that you created, is just running around in circles, you're never going to get better. You're set up now that if Hurts succeeds, good. You got Jamar Chase or a good skill player. You maybe hit somebody in the draft. Maybe the new coach and staff's play calling is good. Maybe we're healthy. Maybe we change the page. And worst case scenario, we stink. We win 3 games. Jalen Hurts is not the guy, and now you package up and get your quarterback in 2022 who still has that blue chip type player on defense, whether it's the linebacker Micah Parsons, cornerbacks and Farley or Surtain, or Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, one of these 2 guys. You have that, or maybe Penny Sewell blocking for the future quarterback or Jalen Hurts. You have that kind of set up for the long rebuild or whatever it takes. At the end of the day, Carson Wentz is done. It's a new era in Philly. New everything except for one person. The guy who started this whole mess. Howie Roseman. And again, I just don't know if he's ever going to go. Survived Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, Doug Peterson, and now he's the GM in the Nick Sirianni era. For those who know my take, I'm going to say one more time. I believe with the 1 year being up and the cap being bad, Howie was brought back for 1 more year to see if he can get this in the right trajectory. If it is, he might be back for a while. If not, I think Jeff Lurie's going to part ways with him. Kind of makes me want to do bad because he needs to go for us to start really getting better for the long term. He might do 1 or 2 things good, but you know he's always going to do something bad because he hasn't been the same since the Super Bowl run. Hasn't. His philosophy is big time flawed. Big time flawed. Got to build through the draft, sprinkle in free agencies. Not build through free agency and really baby sprinkle through the draft. Wrong philosophy. So hopefully he gets fired after this year, but hopefully we do kind of get on a good trajectory. I would love to win the East, but I just want to see growth. I want to see youth. I want to see growth. I just want to see the Eagles get something done and not destroy another player that I'm going to put my hopes in, because whoever's the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, even if it was one of these ugly free agents I named, I'm going to rock with you. Camera cut off. I'm in the car. Shout out to everybody. Pretty much I was going to say this video was over. I'm going to rock with whoever's starting at the quarterback position. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And let me know your thoughts on possibly drafting a quarterback or getting a quarterback or Hurts being the guy. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.